I know I don't stream very much, but I feel like I should really get back into it. I'm not going to be doing intros anytime soon because I probably will be streaming a whole lot, but I will be trying. But for now, no intro. Welcome to Amnesia. This is a collection, comes with 3 different modes, and I'm just going to say this sounds creepy, and I know it's supposed to be a scary scary game. Never played a horror game, honestly. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this plays out. I don't know which one's first. I can only assume it's the Dark Descent, since it's the first one on the list. It sounds very creepy right at the moment. Like, just listen to that. Alright, let's go in. This game features autosaving. When you see this icon, do not turn off system. Okay. But what if I'm scared? From Riti spooked. I think it's fitting though that I'm actually doing this now, considering it's October. You know, the spookiest month of the year. Welcome to Amnesia, Dark Descent. What follows is a couple of quick messages on how to get the best possible experience, okay? Amnesia should not be played to win. Instead, focus on immersing yourself in the game's world and story. Okay. I do that pretty much every time whenever I play a game. Hold on. Excuse me. Just ate a little while ago. Okay. Do not worry about when and how to save during gameplay. The game will take care of that for you. When you want to leave the game, just choose save and exit. You can then use continue to return to where you left off next time you start up the game. Okay? The world of Amnesia is a dangerous place and you are extremely vulnerable. Do not try to fight the enemies encountered. Instead, use your wits, hide, or even run if necessary. Oh god. The interplay between light and dark is very important to the game, and because of this, it is vital to set up the gamma correctly. Use the slider control below to do so. Adjust it until the square on the right is barely visible, and also make sure to play in a dark room and wear headphones for the best effect. Well, dark room, little window blinds are covering it, and headphones. Good. That's good. Ooh, it's dark. Okay. Continue. That is all. Hope you enjoy immersing yourself in the world of Amnesia. Thank you, Frictional Games. Let's see if I enjoy your game. Okay. That got loud really quick. But okay, whatever. Start new game. Start new game? Yes or no? Yes. Ooh.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is I am Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. What is it you're trying not to forget? And what is it you're doing? I heard glass breaking and a lot of things going on. Uh-oh. Blood or rose petals? Man, good sleep. No? A memento has been added to your journal. Make sure to check these whenever you get stuck. Okay, notes, diaries, mementos. Follow the liquor trail and find its source. That's liquor? That looks like blood to me. Well, actually. Okay, circle is crouch. X is jump. Square doesn't do anything. R2 and L2 don't do anything. R1 and L1 don't do anything. Right analog. Ooh. Oh man. What'd I do? What? What's he doing? Okay. So I can only assume this way has nothing. Yeah, nothing. These are some horrible windows, can't even see outside. Okay, so this is apparently liquor. Yeah, I said blood, but more like wine. It's pink. Huh? Here. Ooh. Armor. Nothing? Whoa. 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 Wake up. Wake up, buddy. Okay, so not through that door, but... Well... Okay, no? Okay, this way then. Oh, okay. So that's how that works. Oh, I hate that's not good. Okay, so okay, I get it now. Oh, okay. Go into the room or follow the liquor trail. Better yet, open doors, yay! Who was it? Got a tinder box again. Light candles and other light sources. Okay, well I don't see any candles that I need to light. Okay, so open up my inventory. Got two. So, tinder or cinder? I can't even tell. Tinder boxes. Okay, so I can, okay, health, all is good. Sanity, crystal clear, apparently I'm perfectly sane, good. Oil, used to keep the lantern flame low. Keep the lantern flame alive. When it runs out, the lantern can no longer be used. Journal contains all notes that have been picked up. Okay, so triangle is notes, no notes. Diaries, no diaries. Mementos, just got the one. Bip. Boop. Can I run? No, I cannot run. Okay, seems like L2 just means I move a tad bit faster. Okay, so go into the room that was already open, or go into the one that's closed. That is quite the question. See, now, just follow the liquor. Liquor leads that way. But this room was already open. Raise this curiosity. Unfortunately, there isn't a door here to shut. I would love to shut this door. Ha boom. Ha boom. Okay, let's just close these. Can I increase my sensitivity? Feels kind of slow. Focus icon. Commentary. I mean, sure. Oh, here you go. Look sensitivity. Let's raise that up to 2. Let's see. Seems better. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. Let's take a look. See in here. Fireplace. Chug it. Okay. Wait a second. No. There's another. Why is that thing all black? Okay, whatever. What if I... Oh! Nope. Okay. I actually can't see a damn thing in here. This is nothing, just nothing. Get a weapon. Yeah. Yeah. I need a weapon. Feed in. Put it down first. Give me my weapon. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. What's the matter? Never, what, the walls never started squeezing in on you before? Give my chair back. Relax, you're fine. You're just sleepy. We need to go find a bed. See, I told you I'm sleepy. Oh. Okay. Don't know what that was. But it was a spooky. Bring the chair with me. Continue without it. Damn. Hold on, actually, I'm just gonna go grab myself a glass of water. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Got myself a glass of water. Let's see. We're gonna put that right there. That's fine. And bam! What's going on over here? Yo. See, now it would have been cool if I closed it and it would slam right back open. Oh. Can I hide inside this? They'll never find me. Oh, I can't even stand when I was like this. I was over this. Close that. Close that. Candles. I saw some earlier, but oh, so I can just walk up to it and light it. But can I carry it? I don't think I can. I think it would probably be a waste of my tinder boxes to do that. Hey, Jose. Ooh. Creepy armor. A slight headache. How do I increase sanity? Whatever. Well, this door opened before. Why deny access? Hello? Looks like an empty room to me. Ooh. I imagine this is gonna slam shut when I get in here. Wow! Ay caramba! When standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinderboxes and search for other sources of light. Oh, okay, so... so as long as there's light, I will stay sane. I have 4 tinderboxes. I think I can use one on this. Okay, that was a waste. I was hoping I can carry it. Ooh, wait, can I burn stuff? Burn it! Fine. Can't actually see in it. Oh, be right back. Sounds like my mom's here. Just go say hi. Alright. So I have to go help my mom bring in groceries. But, as it says right there, back to game. Move in. What we got going on here? Wind because of a broken window? No? Ooh, spooky door. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. And this is...
This is one of the first levels that we created for the game, and it was initially part of the archives level, which we will reach in a bit. Amnesia started out with a pretty different design, and when we redesigned it, the maps did not fit. This caused us to split them up and scatter them out. So in the first design, after this corridor, the archives level was supposed to follow, and the room lying there now was built much later. In fact, the first designs did not have Daniel waking up with an amnesia at all, and it was actually added later on. In the first story draft, Daniel still had hidden memories, but he was unaware of this at the start of the story. However, as we redesigned things, we found the waking up with amnesia thingy, although a bit cliché, much more fitting.
So am I talking and listening to the developers? It's kinda cool. Boo! Witness unsettling events will reduce your sanity. It will increase completing puzzles. Huasha! It can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Oh, spooky! Okay, so I can't actually see a damn thing. I wish I could pick up this thing, or at least, you know, actually set the book on fire and carry it around. That'd be nice. Anyways, yeah, I can't see a damn thing. Hello? Hello? You're making me feel all weird, apparently. Ooh, tinderboxes, I see them. Help! 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 Get to the light. That is weird. Oh, will he talk again if I hit it? He'd probably say the exact same thing. No, I don't want to hear the exact same thing. Alright, well. Ooh, more. Okay, so what's my sanity now? Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Ooh. Any candles or something I can light? Ah! 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 Oh, look, a hole in the roof. That doesn't... Can I light these? No, I cannot light those. Oh, let's see what the developer has to say.
Hi there, my name is Luis Rodero.
Hey.
I'm mostly the tool programmer, level scripter at times, and perhaps the main reason why the rest of the core team at fictional games is pretty much forced to speak English at our internal meeting, as I am the only non-Swede here. Now, what a Spaniard is doing with a bunch of Swedish guys is a whole different story we won't be discussing today. By the way, I will be talking mostly about tools and scripting. Hope you like it.
Okay. See what the guy has to say. Wait, same guy? Yeah, it is.
The editors themselves went through a lot of design changes during the development. Not that many in visual appeal as in internal stuff, like data structures and handling. This happened mostly because at the beginning we only knew the basic stuff that needed to be in them, and as they grew in features and functionality, they started to kind of fall apart, mostly due to my big lack of previous experience in projects like this. Right now, aloud, what the hell still sounds in my head when I look at some parts of the code, but I'm still proud of them. They can also get a bit buggy at times, but hopefully this won't happen again in the future, and I already got some nice ideas for the next iteration of the tool.
How many spark? I have 5 tinder boxes. Which I don't understand why they're boxes. Well, is it? I keep forgetting tinder boxes. Yeah, I don't know why they're called tinder boxes. These are not boxes. These are little cups. Hey, stop it, earthquake. I'm not happy with that. See if there's another chest here, but aha! Oh, can I break it? Can't seem to break it. Now that'd be a waste. Oh, actually, I need to save my yeah, I need to save my lantern anyways. Boop! More tinder boxes. Can I open that? I can! Yay! Oh my goodness, yeah, talk about wasting my freaking oil. Anything back here? Hello, developer. Okay, lock my vision. What's this? Broken something.
Hello everyone, my name is Mikael, and I'm the writer for Amnesia, The Dark Descent.
Well, hi.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Cool. I do anything with that. Let's do it with developer Hershey.
I think we can all feel the story kick-starting as we finish the letter from Daniel. The game itself is just filled with confusion, and I think we're really doing the player a service keeping it simple in the beginning. Basically try to take your revenge on Alexander. That is the premise of the game. You don't really need to dive any deeper than that, but hoping that the player will care about the story, they have the entire game in front of them to decide if they think killing Alexander is justified or not.
Is it though? Is it justified? Okay, so fuel for lantern. Let's refuel my lantern. Ooh. Ah. Didn't break. Now I'm upset. And now where do I go? Wait, can I pop into these? Like, why is my... Okay, so it's just a slight headache at this point. Yeah. But now where do I go? Lantern on! Seems like blood, but could just be other stuff. Ah! Oh, you guys don't like to light, do you? Oh, you guys are hissing roaches. I know you guys. Wonderful. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury, whatever that means. He made sure to pay a visit, avoid the sense of guilt. Am I gonna have to run? I hope not.
Hello, my name is Mark Nikander. I'm a 3D artist and level creator at Fictional Games. I started out as a helper during Penumbra Overture, and I was finally hired as a full-time artist in the later part of Penumbra Black Plague.
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Sorry, probably should have walked up before I hit this thing.
The
Yeah.
entrance hall was first shown in our first gameplay trailer, and while the layout hasn't changed much, the details certainly have. We build our levels from sets of pieces, in this case, the custom-based set. While the carefully planned set pieces made level building very easy, the levels became very similar, and we had to make special pieces to the levels. Now, 1.5 years later, the special pieces make up about half of the pieces in custom-based set, and we made changes to incorporate these objects into the earlier levels. An example of this can be seen if you compare the hole in the roof now with the one from the first trailer. The new roof was made in the middle of the project when you built level 9 back hall. A special version was made to give the roof hole in the entrance hall more depth and detail.
Yeah. What do we got here? More oil. Take that. More tinder boxes. Take that. More roaches. Don't take those. No more chests from what I can tell. Well, let's quickly add this oil to our thing. Hi, sure.
Scattered throughout the game, you can see some signs written in Latin. The reason for using it is that it was considered a language of culture and science, as most scientific and philosophy authors wrote their works and treatises in it. As we are dealing with a castle dwelled by a pretty smart guy that has been around since the Renaissance period, Latin all around the place was something we should expect. Being the only guy in the team that had a direct contact with Latin, in high school to be more precise, well, it was kind of logical that any translation to be done would have my name on it. Translating stuff into Latin was kind of strange and fantastic to do. At first I had a classic Latin dictionary, so if I had to translate any modern term, I would have to track its etymology down to the Latin equivalent, or look for a synonym or similar expression that had a direct translation. Then I had the luck to come across some dictionary for modern stuff online that addressed most of this stuff for a huge lot of terms, so it couldn't have come in a better time. Some days I would have Sebastian dropping a list of 9 or so entries to be translated, and before finding this dictionary, it was quite a lot of work. On a side note, we even had a choose your Latin poll on a couple entries, just to pick the one that sounded better for everyone. Results were pretty unanimous, by the way. For some final words on this, I must confess that, while I was pretty good at this in high school, that was like 15 years ago, so right now I'm not 100% sure translations are correct at all, but I took the time to make them at least plausible. So my apologies go in advance to any Latin guru up there playing the game, as I myself get on the verge of losing my temper when I see stuff like this obviously made up.
I don't know. Should I turn these off? Or should I keep them on? Kind of like them.
If you haven't followed our development blog back when it started, you might have missed one of the biggest changes in our production pipeline. 2 years back, we started a toolset side project to ease and speed up the creation of content for the game. I'd say the level editor, which is what we, or more specifically James, Mark and Marcus, have used to build all the halls and corridors you are walking through right now, is the big star of the pack. Its workings in a nutshell, while all the models and assets are actually made in software like Maya or Blender, everything geometry-wise in the level.
Yep, okay, now. Shush. My head is throbbing. God, it hurts. It hurts so bad. Oh no. Why? My spidey senses are tingling. It's danger all around. Okay, yeah, that. Damn, he would have been talking for ages. Tabularium. Okay, so archives. We've been to the archives already. Of course it won't budge. I need something to Get rid of the bars. So, is he still talking, or is it just a glitch that I accidentally caused? Okay, so we're headed to the laboratory, I guess. Or should we head down? Also, I could just see if I could open this giant door over here. Shut up! Okay, no. No, we cannot. Okie dokie. We will not be opening that door. This door then. Let's not go towards the yelling at the moment. Okay, nope. I guess we're headed towards the yelling. Downstairs or through the door. Laboratory. Sounds like where the sound's coming from. Hold on. Sorry about that. My mom called me for something. Alright. So, the laboratory or the wine cellar? Ooh, wine cellar. Ah. Okay, so what notes we got? Daniel note to self. Diaries, mementos, find, and the key to the wine cellar. Okay, fine. I'll find the key to the wine cellar. What's my standard like? Just a slight headache. I have this all day, all the time. Sure, I may not be the most sane person in the world, but hey, you know, a fragrant taste of rose lingering in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Okay, no, didn't do anything to my sanity. Ooh. Huh. That is, interesting, to say the least. You know what? I know what we can do. All we gotta do is just barricade it. Right? It just... That locked into itself. So is this supposed to be some sort of hiding spot? It's my hiding spot. I'll be safe here. I'll just stay here forever. Okay, my lantern won't last that long. Oh, that's disgusting. Shut up. Seems to be the only way to go anyways, so I suppose... Used up a lot of oil already, but... Well, we gotta go in, right? Hello? Shush! I saw it. I mean...
There should be more coop rats. Let me see.
Alright, early alchemy experiment. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae, whatever. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine or orpiment are given, and the culprit binds them all. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to... Well, I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament? I don't know. Predicament. Oh, predicament.
And one part aqua fortis.
Ha! I'm with Jeff. What's that? One day I will return. If it wasn't for that and the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I'm able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Somebody's walking above. But what's that back there? What if I hit it again? Same thing. I'm fine, I'm fine. Did I mean to do that? Ooh. Chemical relocation. The lack of a chemistry to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiment has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. So that's where the good stuff's at. I need to find the key. It does sound like somebody's walking up there. Oh, 4 different chemicals are needed to continue. Well, I know where I think I know where I can find this. Well, I know where I can find them. I just need the key. Give me some while. I need to. Oh, was it? Chemistry pot. A pot to contain mixtures of all sorts. That goes down for a few levels. Seems like I got everything I can get in here. What? Did you say it tastes delicious? I mean, I can't say no. Okay, so obviously key isn't up here. Excuse me, but maybe, just maybe, it could be in that one other room that I said nope. Let's go take a look. So yeah, in case you didn't see it, this doesn't look normal. Should I touch it? Ooh, I got notes. No, diary, nope, mementos. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Find the key for the wine cellar. But the question is, where can I find? It is tough and pliant. It can't be torn by hand or tool. Well, I mean, the whole not being able to be torn by tools, I don't know. By hand, maybe, but tools, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, the only place I could think of that could hold the key to the wine cellar, because I really don't have it, that's obvious. It only makes sense to be in the laboratory. It's the only room I have access to at the moment. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. I am really going to do it, the young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Ooh! Okay, so it's gotta be in here somewhere. The question is, where? Ooh. Oh! So that's what that is. I could just... It's supposed to be a quick escape. What the freak? Shut up! Shut up! Fill up my lantern a bit more. Hold on.
was
All
I
right.
shooting at?
I don't know. What you got to say, man?
Oh, okay. I'm Target. On my break. Subscribe to this man. And, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back. Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay then. That is serio. Serio, hi. Oh. What is this? Looks like a brick. I hear yells and all that, but nothing to help me at the moment. Gotta go back down here. Key, where are you? Ooh, how'd I miss that? Key. Where's the key? I'm looking for the key. Nothing there. Nothing there. A lever anywhere maybe? Or behind one of these boxes? Nope. See, it would only make sense that it'd be inside one of these drawers. Wait, is there a middle drawer? Well, I mean, there's a middle drawer, but... Nothing. How did I miss that? It's totaling up to 6 more. So, seems like it's not in here. Can I do anything with that? No, I can't do anything with that. Pillars don't have like a hook or anything with a key on it.
Is anyone there?
Depends who's asking. mean, if you're not gonna answer me. Turn to the entrance hall. Traveling to Dover meant going through. Okay, we already checked that. Ooh, it's saved. Am I doing something right? Because I don't have a key yet. That's obvious. My sanity is still alright. I got a decent amount of oil. But no key. A rock? What can I do with a rock? I don't see anything I can break. I don't think I can break the windows. Squish the bugs. Squish the bugs. More oil. I'll hold on to that one, I'm not gonna use it yet. Same stuff. Can't do anything with it. I mean, I can stand up here, I think. Yeah, I can stand up here. But that doesn't like gain me anything. I highly doubt it's going to be in the archives. Oh, a tinderbox. Nothing in there. Nothing up there. Well, actually, I haven't been up to the top of the archive. I haven't been up here. The door slammed behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old cheer. I read that before. These are going to repeat. Another load so eluded seemed appropriate somehow. Woohoo! I think we're getting to the good stuff. Rare books. Looks like the rare books have been completely destroyed.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Nothing. Well, an interesting note, but it looks like the door has been knocked clean off. Okay, what is this? Catalogs. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years. When my freedom shall return to me, in addition, Alexander Baron of Brennenburg is to recommend my services at the Prussian Royal Court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm House of Garrick. Interesting, interesting. Chair, you hold off there. No wonder, can I barricade the door? Like, can I... Stand it up. Face it straight. Chair. Nothing in there. Nothing in there, nothing in there. And I can only assume. Ooh. More tinderboxes. One of the 2 that I used in here. Not yet. Seems like the obvious direction to go. Study. Catalogs, of course. What? Clothing, nothing, 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 tinderbox, nothing, nothing under the desk. Nothing there.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Kind of an abrupt way of ending it. Okay, what's so special about that specific book? Nothing. Yeah. Oh, I'll be back. Alright, hopefully that was the last one. Did I need help? Oh. Alright, things are getting interesting now, so let's find out what's going on. Oh, wait, but that door doesn't match up with this corridor. Okay. Old tomes. Ooh. Okay, granted, the piano playing in the background is indeed a bit creepier than that, but it is quite soothing in my own opinion. It won't open, it's locked. So I've now got to find a key to that. Right, find the key to the wine cellar. Got that one. Notes, diaries, got that. Okay. Grr. Massive painting. Nothing. Floor plans.
Is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
So what? Alexander, I'm assuming, is the other guy. He knew about the shadow, apparently. Actually, same with Daniel. Me. We knew about this, about the shadow, and it seems like what they're working to what? Prevent it from getting in? Possibly. Fragile but unbreakable. Fantastic. Maps.
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Huh. It's cool. Kingdom of Prussia, Central Prussia. So now, wait a second. Think for a minute, think for a minute. It's fragile. Just not able to be broken by hand. Now think. What have we got? We got rocks. Let's try this. Aha!
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay, local folklore. Altstadt and Brenningburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and the neighbor castle of Brennenburg. Quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes. Is it as picturesque as can be? Oh, it is. Never mind. What? Where was it? Here we go. Albeit, the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it is certainly severe as exciting entertainment. Well, it certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motives that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years. Or the 30 Years War. It is said the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the ground. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragging behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? The visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resides in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During this stay, other prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble? Kind of sounds like, no, Grenoble. Some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited this sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby. Altstadt is like most of those of noble birth. Rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role of protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. That is cool. Lore. locked, so how am I gonna get through? Any more broken spots? I could potentially break through or something. Oh no, I'm out of oil. Yeah. Must find a new way out of this area. There's some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Some sort of organic tissue. Okay. I guess I gotta find a new way out of this area. So in the local history room. Maps, and this has to be that local history room. Now said to be a mechanism. Let's just light up the whole area. Okay. Oh, hello. That's cool. Ooh. Ah. Okay, something kicked open the gate. I mean the door. Okay. Regarding what? Closing? Yeah, closing of the wine cellar. Okay. Winhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough for their absent-minded handling of the human vessel. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve, whatever comes first. They can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Oh crap, I'm almost out of these things. Gotta stop using them so much. Let's get out of here. I have the key now. A handful of hand tickled from the crumbling stone ceiling and pushed down on the brim of his hat. He braced himself as the cavern suddenly shifted and settled. Oh, what the? Ah, what the? Okay, things are getting crazy now. Let's head over to the wine cellar and let's. Alright, let's get moving. The stone slab was like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again. Ah.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
I can only assume these guys died in here. Okay. Stairs. Got it. Wine through barrels through there. What?
You have headphones?
What?
Headphones?
What do you need headphones for?
So, if you call Charlie.
Well, you can call them regardless.
My sound doesn't work.
Maybe your sound doesn't work.
Or it works, but like, it's too quiet from right here.
I don't know. I don't remember where I left them. I might have taken them to work.
And I'm tired of having it on speaker.
Oh. Alright, whatever. Was that door like that a second ago? Ah.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Looks like got some oil over there. No. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm, House of Genrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle of Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me. And accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I have been rewarded. During my time as a soldier, I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within a noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, children, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the number, but there were many, perhaps even hundreds, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron had locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-giving nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. He did. Why? Okay, so right there. Let's go there. Huh. Alright, more tinder boxes. Let me kind of make sure I collect every single one of those. Seems like they are quite Ouch! My face! My face, my beautiful face. Wakey, wakey. Alright, gotta keep moving. Smack my face with that. A room full of barrels. Oh, let's do that. I'll just quickly close that. Turn this off. I've got one tinderbox left. Alright then. 3 out of 4 potential chemicals. Last one is this way. Not through that door. Enemies, eh? Very well. Wait to see for now. don't have the final piece though. But my sanity's crazy low. Oh god. Alright, so my sanity is improving for the time being. It looks like he left. Always grab every single tinderbox. Nothing back there. Alright, first grab the tinderbox. Hold on. I want to check something real quickly. It's possible for me to refill my oil one more time? Let's take a look. Yep. It's empty now. Contains no oil. Alright, well I got some. Alright, well I don't need the light anymore. I'll probably lose a little bit of sanity, but not a whole lot. I'll live. It's become impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets began for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on two young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gunfire. Ow! Oh, so if I step on this, will it hurt? No, only those. Alright, so I gotta go to the laboratory so I can make the very corrosive thing. He sat down in the Casbah wall, grasping for air. Sweat pouring from his forehead and onto the sand-viled ground. Nobody's here, right? Seems like I know. Seems like my crystal clear sanity. Alright. Alright then, let's get to work then. Okay, so first I need to put that right there. That right there. That right there. Relax, relax. God. Hold down the circular motion and then right stick turn wheel. No, heat that up. Oh yeah, hold on. Put that there. Nice pot of acid. Chug that down real quickly. Oh. Alright then, let's give this asset a shot. Hold on, before I do continue, I'm just gonna check something. How long have we been going for? Two hours, eh? Let's just go for a little longer and then let's just see what this acid does and then I think we'll stop. Notes, eh? Okay, mementos. The stairs have collapsed. Find a way to climb back up. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path. Okay. Well, that's easy. I already set this up before. Voila. Voila. The cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he thought, or perhaps too few. Ow! Ow! Hold on, let's... guess since we have all that material, kind of use this item this way. What if I want to use it to get rid of, okay, fine. That way or this way? My gut tells me this way. Let's go get another vial of it. After enduring 3 days in Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached the British territory as matters reserving a cabin on SS. Yeah. Do I gotta not get more acid? Like I have the materials right here for more acid. So this is why people are addicted to it. See, I'm addicted to it. I'm not even actually using acid. I'm trying to get more acid. After okay, we reread that. That's actually the one we had when we came in. But yeah, let's just see what's past that area over there. Then we'll stop for a minute. The refinery. Alright, what we got now?
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Alright. Let's keep going. Don't look at him.
Someone's coming.
Yeah, someone's coming. What we got here? Oil, sweet. Just gonna fill this real quickly. I just sit in the light for a little bit. Control my sanity a bit more. Alright. Alright, let's get moving. Another one of those little healing potions.
Of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Ooh, that's a question for the ages. Was the orb a lie? Let's wait it out in the light for a minute. The door leading to the back room is blocked off. Find another way in. Oh, and I see the way in too. I need a bit more oil. Okay, we're okay, we're okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Alright, what we got here?
25th of June, 1839.
3 years later.
I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care when we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Huh. Well, my sanity is not really amazing at the moment. I'm gonna leave the game running for a minute, like a couple seconds right now, while I go grab some water. Be right back. Alright then. How's my sanity doing now? Head pounding, hand shaking. Okay, so it's not that bad. But I have to get moving now. Oil, I see it right there. Shut up. Full lantern. Sweet. Okay, I see what I gotta do. But first, let's just check the room and see what we find. Alright. Let's get the cranking. Something's clogging the crank. Ah, okay. You know what? This is a pretty good spot to end it. Safe, and that's the only way I gotta go now. We'll continue this another time. Save and exit. Alright. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, has been Amnesia: The Dark Descent. So far, episode 1, I suppose. I'll see what I'll do with that. But for now, that's the outro again. I don't have an outro anymore. That's gonna be it for today, guys. At least Amnesia wise. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.